sumo tales just for you. No script, no cue.
Konnichiwa, Ohio gozaimasu, Oyasumi nasai. Hello, and let's go ahead and ride. So I just want to tell you guys a quick story right before Mengkin pops on, right? Recently, I was at work. And I was pooping. And as I was pooping, I heard that theme song. One of my coworkers, God rest his soul, because now I'm gonna beat him up a little bit. Right, I'm gonna give him a little bit of that salt and pepper, heavy on the pepper. All right. So as I was pooping, I heard minimum effort to the max. I was like, what is happening? All right. And I think that was a problem. I still can't believe that someone would do that in a public restroom.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Now,
you're right.
Mengkin, I think
You
it's
didn't even change,
time.
JJ.
Huh?
You didn't even change.
I did. I got my hat up.
No good.
So I think it's time, Mr. Mengkin, for us
Yes.
to come out and say it's true. It's true. You are looking at the coaches of the world.
Sure.
Because you're official, right? You're official?
Yeah. I mean, but didn't we talk about that kind of?
We did.
in
We
the
did.
JF?
But I just
Yeah.
need to make sure it's official.
Did you have the opening credits for this?
I already did it.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
And I had a fun story about the opening credits that I talked about.
Yeah, I saw you talking.
Yeah. It's a story.
I didn't hear you, but I saw your mouth was moving and you were saying
Yeah.
stuff.
It was a problem. The story was a
Okay,
problem.
that's fine.
What?
That's
Mengkin,
fine.
we're going to Thailand.
We're going to Thailand.
So what got us to Thailand? Let's see. Me being an awesome coach gets us to Thailand. You winning and showing
lightweight.
how awesome your sumo is across the pond.
Yep, in the British Championship. I think
That's
what
right.
they're calling it.
That's right.
British Sumo
That's right.
Championship. Yep. Won the lightweight division.
Did you do the additional division up or no?
I did under 92. And the first match like completely wrecked me.
Okay.
Like the guy had his hand up against here, so I was getting kind of choked out. My passage was getting cut, like blood flow was getting cut to my brain. So I was losing oxygen from that, and then it was just like a 2-minute long bout.
Huh. Oh yeah, you got burnt out.
Yeah,
So
I got burnt out. So the rest of the
under 92.
Under 92 was like 1-4 or something like that.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. It was, and that one was I was the only reason I won that one was because of like I'm not going 0-5. Because I came out, the guy had me, and then I guess somehow he got me in the banzai, so my arm got stuck like that.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to yorikiri me out, or like okuri dashi me out. And then at the very end, I guess I got my left arm out of whatever lock he had me in, and just like shoved his neck down out, like forcefully. It was like, yeah.
All right.
That's the only reason I won.
So you went beast mode on.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose every match.
It is,
especially when it's like round robin-y. It's like you can't lose every match. That hurts.
I just got gassed out from the first one. Like I was getting semi choked out and trying to do like a 2.5 minute long bout.
Yeah, those suck.
I finally gave up like at the last 10 seconds. I was like, I can't breathe. Cannot do this anymore. And I did open weight as well.
Oh, nice. How'd you do on open weight?
I could have beaten the guy. We both were falling. I just instead of deciding to fall, I stepped out. Should have gone down with him because he was falling. I should have fell with him, but
Okay.
I just stepped out for some reason.
Hey, man, it happens. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So
Hey, it's a part.
I don't
It's
know
a
why I'm
part.
talking about something 5 months ago, but yeah.
Hey, sometimes you got to review, right?
So I won the lightweight championship, but unfortunately, I am not a British citizen. So I was not. They were not able to offer me a position on the team. So
Mr. Mencken,
that means
do you
I got offered assistant
you
coach.
you have like got to catch them all citizenships, right? You got
No,
a
I
whole
only have
plethora of things, right?
no, I only have U.S. I only have U.S. I have Japanese permanent residency. And I have another thing, but I can't talk about that because
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. We don't know nothing about nothing. I didn't. Whoop.
we cannot talk about that on
We
official
don't.
records because
We
I
don't
don't
talk
need
about what we don't
them to
talk about.
find
We
out.
don't
Yeah,
talk
I don't
about
need
Bruno either.
Yeah.
We never talk about Bruno.
About Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
No, we don't.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, you know what? This is Pride Month. Was Bruno gay? Is that an
Who knows?
allegory for Bruno being gay?
Huh? Maybe. I mean, if you know Sacha Baron Cohen's movie called Bruno, that character was gay. That character was super gay. Or you know what I'm talking about, JJ?
I do. Very nice.
No, that's not Bruno. That's
Bruno.
Borat. That's Borat.
Oh, it's the same guy, right?
It's the same guy. Bruno
Okay,
was
then
the
I'm
gay
right.
Austrian character.
Oh,
Gay Austrian
does he
character.
just?
Oh, I
Wait,
love
wait,
Hamas.
wait,
I
wait.
love Hamas.
Is
I
that
love
guy gay,
Hamas.
or is he just like?
No, he's
what is
just
it called?
really
Rainbow baiting? Is he rainbow baiting?
kind of, yeah. He's not gay.
Um,
He has a wife, I
Like, is
believe.
that the term?
Sacha
I
Baron
feel like
Cohen.
I definitely didn't say the right term there. I feel like it might
I
come
have
out.
no
wrong.
idea what the term is, but whatever you said.
Gay baiting. He's gay baiting.
Gay baiting.
Is that a?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that a?
Maybe.
You
Yeah,
know,
but it like I haven't watched it for so long. My favorite, the one scene I remember is I love Hamas. He's talking about hummus,
Oh,
but he loves Hamas.
you know what? So there's talking about not Borat. Is it Borat? It might be Borat because that's the one where he's like, "I'm from Kazakhstan."
Kazakhstan.
So I know a lot of people from Kazakhstan. I like
Very nice.
I have like a pretty good rapport with people
Of
from that part of
Kazakhstan?
the world.
So you
Like
can't
them, Tajiks.
It's
Like
nothing like the movie. I know it's nothing like.
bro.
No,
You know
I
what's
know.
real crazy is there's like this circle back talking about Borat, and
Yeah.
it's just like they're like, man, this is terrible.
This is not
racist.
Kazakhstan. Yeah.
No,
It
no,
is. It is quite racist.
It wasn't even filmed in Kazakhstan, like not even a little bit.
Yeah, it is quite racist. Well, of course, they wouldn't let him film something that would make fun of their country, I don't think.
Okay, so this is the thing about most countries. You can get away with a lot if you just give people money.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like we can make anti-American things in America. Man, we could make an anti-black thing in Crenshaw if we paid the right people.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's just
All right, let's do that. Let's do it.
What?
Let's do it. What?
Oh, we don't have the budget.
Oh,
I don't know if you know this.
that's the important part. Yeah, that's the important part. That's the like the most important part about it. We don't have a budget to make anti-black stuff.
Yeah. Here at Maximum Effort Studios, we have a budget of $0.00. We are just holding ourselves afloat with all of the websites and miscellaneous IPs.
Yeah.
And
All this stuff is all done from personal funds.
Yeah, I make sure to never mix the two. Like all my accounts, like this, we have a lot of miscellaneous equipment because I love it. I love it. If I'm looking at two screens, through a beautiful camera because I love it.
It is a great
But
camera.
we barely make any money off of Rumble. Actually, we
Because we
don't
haven't
even
been
make money off
posting.
Rumble anymore. We used
Yeah,
to.
because we haven't posted anything.
I haven't
Because you put
posted.
me in charge. Yeah.
I did put you in charge. That's why I haven't got any money. I need that Rumble money. I need that
But it's so
Rumble.
much work. But it's so much work.
It's not. It's not. We were
Just
pulling it.
save it.
Okay, so secret to streaming. Just upload to Rumble.
Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll upload to
Right?
Rumble.
It brings in a little bit of money every month. I don't understand how that works because the numbers I feel like don't make sense, but they're starving for content because everything there is like Alex Jones, Lizard Illuminati, they're turning the frogs gay. Hey, look, another gay thing. And you know, it's I think last time I popped on, it was like Michelle Obama's a man, like anti-trans stuff. Rumble is a terrible, terrible place. But our website domains can be covered by
By money from Rumble.
by money from Rumble. They give us a few little Rumble coins that
And YouTube gives us nothing.
YouTube. Come on. I know my shorts are doing pretty
We
well.
already have like 1.5 million subscribers. Million. What 1,500 subscribers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And our shorts are killing it. I need to get back on it. Oh, wow. Wow. This is an
We talked about
ADHD
nothing.
episode.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
the most
We were supposed to
ADHD.
talk about going to Thailand. And
Yes, that's what we're supposed to be talking about. We're talking about going to Thailand. Mengkin, you don't have ADHD. Stop it.
I don't know. I possibly might.
Possibly. Who knows? All right. So we're going to Thailand. We're going to Thailand.
JJ
We're going to
is the
Malaysia.
ISF coach for the US, and I am the assistant coach for the UK.
That's right. He's the ass coach.
What am I assisting? Make Britain great again. At sumo. Make Britain great at sumo again. Make Britain
Oh,
good
that's
at sumo.
yeah. I feel like the slogan, you can't just like start that and then go from there. Because definitely is like
Make the UK good at sumo. Muck.
no. Can't we just do the carry on?
What?
The carry on. Just carry on. Isn't that a thing that the UK says?
Go on?
No, carry on.
Carry on.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, whatever, and carry on. Carry on.
Oh, keep calm and carry on.
Yeah, keep calm and carry on. There he is. Yeah.
Keep calm and
So,
sumo on.
boom. That's it. That's a t-shirt right there. Available at honusumoclub.com.
Gonna make money off of everything. Hey, once there's a Honusumo Wales, maybe, hopefully.
I know. I can't wait
Then
for
you can
you.
you can start selling Honusumo Wales stuff.
I know. Okay, so this is the thing about this. This is full ADHD, full spinning. Can we make a shirt with a whale on it? Honeysumo whales with a whale. I know it's supposed to be a dragon. I know it's supposed to be a dragon. All right, but hear me out. I feel like I would also
so it's gonna be
venture over to
Honusumo
Turkey.
Whales, but W like the animal whale.
Yeah. Like we could also make it like a Shamu whale. So it's a killer whale. So it's like
Maybe
really
that's
cool.
what it is. Maybe that's what it should be. It should be a whale and a turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle shell.
And then I'm gonna go awkwardly to a miscellaneous person in Turkey, and then I'm gonna make Honisumo turkey.
Honu turkey.
Honisumo turkey. Thank you.
Honusumo turkey. Sorry.
Yes. And it's going to be offensive because I'm gonna be like, not the bird. It's like I understand that, but my marketing brain is broken and only does one thing. It's a joke. everything is joke, and
Yeah,
you go from
everything is
there.
about a joke. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sumo, Texas. That is a joke. Wink, wink.
bro. I
It might not be a joke anymore.
bro. Here we've broke ground. We've broke ground. Um, news to come. News to come. Don't want to speak too fast, but we broke ground and we started production on a solo facility.
In Texas.
You're gonna need to bleep that out, my dude.
Why?
I don't want people to know.
But we've talked about it so many
I don't
times.
care. Don't care. I don't need them rolling over to my house, burning down my doyo.
All right. I
Because
will
let me
not
tell you
pick it
something.
up.
I got my 40 acres. No, it's 20 and 20. It's 20 and 20, but it's not 40. It's 20 and 20.
20 and 20. Hey,
20 and 20.
you could if Hakuho starts his professional league, could it rent out that area as practice ground?
Bro, we haven't even talked about the Hakuho situation. What are we doing?
This episode is ADHD.
Bro.
My camera went down.
Your camera gave up. It bowed at us. It was like, I'm done. Oh, yes, me. Okay, so yeah, Hakuho, bro.
All right, let's let's make it in sections. Okay, so we're
Okay.
talking about Thailand assistant coach, and then we're talking about making fun T-shirts, Honusumo Wales, Honusumo Turkey,
Okay.
and then now we're talking about Hakuo retiring. Whenever this comes out,
You know what you should do?
Retired.
You should do it as multiple sections of like I'll upload it all like the same day, but it's like part 1, part 2, 3. And give me the ADHD spin.
Or should I just do it all in the same video, but like between each section, there's the opening credit?
No, make them short and then have it go part 1, part 2, part 3.
Ridiculous. Hey,
Oh my god.
we're talking
Yeah.
about talking again.
Talking
now.
about talking. Yeah. Talking about talking. So, Hakuho, let's talk about that. That's wild, right?
Yeah, it must be because I was reading articles. So during the May tournament, during the May tournament, he was already sending out letters to his supporters under the name Hakuho Showa and not under Miyagi no Oyakata. So so their speculation was like, well, he already had made up his mind then. If he was sending out official letters as Hakuho Showa, his name, that's his actual name, that's his Japanese name, right? He became Hakuho Showa.
Right.
Instead of Miyagi no Oyakata, then that means there's likely that he had already made up his decision during that time and hasn't said anything. And that's what people were saying. He had told a bunch of people already, but he just couldn't officially say that he was retiring from resigning. I guess not retiring, but resigning from.
Do you know the story of Hakuho's dad?
He was a wrestler, Olympic wrestler, gold medalist, silver medalist, something. Quite good at wrestling.
Yeah, quite good at wrestling.
And also a Nadam champion, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, if you see Hakuho when he first came to Japan, he was skinny 15-year-old, 60 kg or something. Nobody wanted to pick him up until the last day. Very last day, he already had a ticket. He was going to board the plane, and they were like, okay.
And I feel like we can kind of talk about some of the stuff because a lot of things have been spoken about on the internet. So I feel like we're not really like releasing any information. But it looks like Yama got reached out to for
the U.S. side of things, possibly.
Yeah. Does that mean he's going to continue to do a Hakuho Cup?
I assume so. It's because Hakuo Cup is separate from the JSA. It's not. It's its own committee, right? It's its own planning
Right.
committee and its own stuff. He just needs to get the funding. I don't know if the JSA funded at all, but I assume he would keep doing it because his goal is to promote sumo, not just professional sumo, right? In
Mhm.
Japan. So
Interesting, right?
I also
Interesting.
read there was articles saying that he has a big backer, which is the president of Toyota. So
Thank you for translating that into English. I appreciate that.
Toyota,
Moving forward, Toyota.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So
as a,
damn, that's a pretty big backer. I mean,
yeah,
that's what the
so
number one car seller in the world,
world is
right?
yep.
So
So hopefully, something gets going. He's gonna move quick, I think, though.
I
Like
think
once
so
he's
too.
officially resigned from the
What do you
GSA.
think the framework's going to be? What do you think he's going to do? Are you think he's going to basically create his own IFS? Is it going to be focused on the youth? Is it going to be a weird Neil Goldman thing? Is it
It
going
might
to
be a
be
weird
like
Neil Goldman thing, maybe.
a
He
what?
might get in weird Neil Goldman thing, maybe.
That's what I feel like that's the case. But I hear me out though. If anybody could fill up, say like a stadium,
Mm-hmm.
it's Hakuo, right?
Hakuo.
Right?
Maybe you
Like
can do something with Mr. Ozeki-sama-san, sir.
are they cool like that?
I don't know. I think so, maybe. I don't know. And
I
both
don't know.
retired and both resigned technically from the JSA.
This is true. This is true.
I know Mr. Ozeki-sama-san, sir, he goes to Musashi Gawa Bea for like an outside coach, right?
Mhm.
But I don't think he particularly does stuff for the JSA itself.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
It's I think this is going to be one of those times we're going to kind of look back and think that this is when everything changed. You know what I mean? This
it
is
might
where
be a big step forward for like sumo popularity, like professional sumo outside of Japan. This might
Hmm.
be the tipping point where it actually becomes a thing.
Well, see, what I would like, and I don't think that there's really a market for it yet, but if there was going to be a person that wanted to make a market for it, is like Hakuho to really dive deep into the amateur sumo. I feel like globally, like like maybe people don't like the majority of America has no idea who Hakuho is,
Hmm.
but there's something about aura and excellence. And
All you gotta do, I think, you just need a good, like, someone good at advertise what
what what's
promotion
what, what's
promotion.
that? What's the hockey guy that nobody will ever have his record? It's like Wayne
Hockey,
Gracie or great something like that. What's his fucking
hockey
name?
guy.
Yeah, it's a hockey guy. Okay, hear me out. All right, there's a hockey guy, basically the Jordan of
Oh,
hockey.
Wayne, yeah,
Come on, we got it.
Wayne, great, good.
Hmm.
Shit.
It's okay. It's all
Wayne
right.
Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky.
Bam, you got it. There it is. So, so America respects excellence. We don't
Yeah.
care about hockey as a whole. We don't care. We literally don't care. You know, as a whole, I'm not talking
As a
about
whole country.
like a
Okay,
fraction of
yeah.
America loves hockey. I'm talking about the mass majority. But the mass majority of Americans knows that there's this fucking legend in Canada,
Yeah.
right? You might not be able to say his full name like we just had problems with, but we recognize excellence. And if he was a part of something, we would go see it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Hakuo, yeah. I think all you need to do is promote how amazing he was. Show all these clips. Like watch Hakuo in his absolute
Yeah, yeah,
prime.
yeah, yeah. It's
And then
it would
even
be
better, show videos of Hakuo and versus Asashori.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you're
Well, I
not
mean,
going to see
so
anything better
this
than
is
that.
it's also like, if you go back and you're like, oh, America doesn't we care less about athletic endeavors,
Hmm.
right? But we enjoy celebrity, right? And a lot of times athletic endeavors and being excellent at it will
Hmm.
piggyback into celebrity. Like when Beckham came to the United States.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Most people, most people going to those fucking games didn't give a rat's ass about soccer. They don't care. They literally didn't care. Not even a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Not even a fraction of them cared. But what they wanted to see was their celebrity, right?
Yeah, yeah,
People
yeah.
turning into the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. It's based upon celebrity. They
Mhm.
don't care. They have an idea of the monster of Mike Tyson. They don't understand that he had lows all the way down, started doing fucking bird pigeon racing around New York City, fucking ended up in a cartoon with his tattooed face on the cartoon. It's like there was a full path and circle in like multiple failed podcasts. We're not failed. We haven't even failed once. Failed podcast.
Can't
Mike
fail if
Tyson.
you haven't started.
Hey, he does keep on trying. But so people don't even know all of that, but they focus in on the celebrity of it, right? They
Mhm,
don't
mhm,
really
mhm.
care about the life journey. They'll at the end they're like, I'm just glad Mike Tyson got a payday, blah 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 blah. It's like you didn't really want to see that. You're just there, eat popcorn and watch, right? On the idea that something might happen. So I don't know. I don't know. That's my own thought. If there were a way for him to spin that into something, but what's the avenue? What's the avenue? Obviously, uh, if it was 10 years ago, I would have said maybe one championship.
Mhm,
That would have been maybe a cool thing, maybe just because they'll like they would set up a full dojo, right? Like I've seen them go from a cage to a ring to like they'll just
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
change
yeah,
the whole apparatus of everything in
yeah.
like in between a water break or something. It's absolutely freaking insane. Um, so I can imagine them setting up something like that and then having a tournament in there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Who
I don't know.
knows? Mm.
But one championship, speaking about Singapore, we haven't really talked about Singapore, but talking about one championship, they
Oh, one championship. Is that Singapore? I is it based in Singapore?
mhm,
I
mhm.
quite like one championship
I
actually.
do too, but it's failing.
Is it failing?
It's
That's
failing
sad.
hard. It's failing hard. Like their numbers are behind the scenes are absolutely atrocious.
Why
There's
is that?
something
Just there's not enough popularity for it, or
so it gets into monopoly of industry. So the UFC is where everything is. Like that's
Mhm,
where all the talent is. When people are thinking like MMA, they think UFC. So everything kind of gets focused there.
mhm.
And then what ends up happening is they take, I think it's like 97 cents to the dollar of that is made in MMA goes to the UFC. So
Mm.
that leaves very little for anyone else. And they're all kind of spreading that money across. One has tried doing different things
Mhm.
where they bring in Muay Thai, they'll
Yeah,
do
they have
jujitsu
Muay Thai matches.
matches,
They have, yep, yep,
they'll
yep,
do Muay Thai matches with MMA gloves. They'll do all kinds of weird, different things just to try to appeal to the sensibilities, which I think that that's actually quite
yeah,
fascinating.
yeah.
But behind the scenes, they're like hemorrhaging money. It's
Mhm.
just there's nothing left. They've already tried to pull additional donors to invest, and that failed. Um, and people that are fighting on their contracts are basically saying if you don't relocate to Singapore, you will not be able to fight for us anymore because we're not going to fly you back and forth again. Which, when it was good times, it was good times, right? And when it's bad, it's bad. But if they survived another 2 years, I'd be surprised.
It's too bad. I like it.
It's almost across the board.
Watching. Yeah, I like watching Rotang. Is that the guy, Muay Thai guy?
Mm-hmm.
I actually like watching the Muay Thai guys do MMA.
I do too. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's, you also have like PFL failing. You have so many different things failing. And if you want to watch MMA, it's basically only UFC or a local. If you have access to local MMA, that's
or Japan K1, I guess, kind of.
Sort of. Their numbers are off too. Ryzen is kind of the big dog there, but outside of whatever they do during New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, that outside of that show, they're not
Ryzen,
very good.
Bad.
But Japanese MMA is always it's on the scale. It ends up being closer to a regional scene financially for people.
Isn't like Japan kind of like the first country to do kind of MMA?
So there's two
K1 was one of the ones, right? Yeah.
There's two godfathers of MMA. People would argue there's more than that, but obviously Japan and Brazil, right? Those are kind of the two. And I guess if you wanted to root it down, it probably should be Japan. But then you have this whole different martial arts system that kind of came from the UK that kind of died out when professional wrestling and collegiate wrestling kind of fell into a head. But there's like an argument that everyone fights, so technically you can't say that it was Japan or Brazil, but it's Japan. It's Japan. It's Japan.
That's what I thought. Like, because Japan was doing like for a while. I think K1 was the first big like kind of mixed martial arts. It's kickboxing, but right? K1.
Yes. Yeah, it's a variation of kickboxing.
But it was the biggest one, wasn't it? I don't remember. Like, I always remember seeing.
So K1 was big. Pride was big. And then you also had Shuto. Shuto was big. You had Pancrase, which was big. So like there was a lot of different choices. But most of it still roots kind of there.
Okay.
Maybe if you wanted to look like the most organized one, again, circles back to the UFC. But if you look at the early days of UFC, it's a little bit too much collusion and imaginary rules that stop people from performing well.
And that was our crazy episode.
Yeah, this episode was brought to you by caffeine. Oh my God, you know what it was? It was this. I've never had so much energy in my life. Obviously, this is the best. Woo!
Woo! And then JJ, after this, has to go teach judo classes.
Children.
And then I have to go to the train station and stamp tickets.
Minimum effort to the max.
JJ.
Minimum effort to the max. Sumo wrestling, no tracks. JJ and Mengkin just relax. Life unfolds with chill acts. Legend falls and strides. Sumo tales bringing lives. We just chat, no surprise. Lost in stories that thrive. No edits, no fuss. Sumo tales just